Hey, Dad, can I ask you a question?
Go to it.
Welcome to the 40th episode of Things You Should Ask Your Dad. Welcome to an amazing episode. It's the 40th episode, Dad.
It's awesome. I'm happy.
Great to see you.
We've spoken 40 times in the past 50 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We've reached yet another milestone on Things You Should Ask Your Dad. The saying, Taz actually had this saying back in the ECW days, now AEW days.
Okay. All right.
Business is picking up.
Is it? Okay. I'm excited.
I'm excited. So I want to start off this episode because
So I'm always smiling.
And now I'm always smiling. I want to start off this episode asking you a question. What made you, other than me, what made you want to start a podcast with your son?
Well, I'm going to out you right now.
Sure.
Okay? All right. So we were sitting on the couch one night.
Yeah.
We were having a great stoner conversation. And, when you're stoned, you think you have all the answers, which you don't, right?
Definitely don't.
So we were like, this is a thing, and, we do have great conversations. Hopefully some of them are here recorded. And listen, if it's not for the listeners and the viewers, it's be for my grandchildren, right?
Right. Aw.
Yeah, it's true. They'll see me as a young pup.
Right.
Not
Almost
that
as
young,
like a time capsule
Yeah.
of advice, life experiences. Like my hope is that we end up being able to do this from like different locations, kind of travel around America, maybe abroad. We could
I
start.
was thinking about sitting in the backyard tonight, but I don't know if my Wi-Fi is that
Right,
good.
right.
That's
But
a different location. No, I get it.
But like we're going to be more than likely, it's still up in the air as of right now, but we're probably going to go to Dead Fest in San Francisco in a few weeks. And like I was thinking like we should just do an episode
100%.
from the Airbnb. And then I was even
100%.
thinking one step further, and we would actually have to probably prepare for this to go south. But I wanted to see what the festival grounds are like, and if we could possibly bring a microphone in,
Right.
and my computer, because I'll sit on the grass and welcome like Dead fans to just come talk to us for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and we could just splice it together, and it could be like
that'll be fun. Why are we telling everyone this though?
Well, no, I'm just saying we're brainstorming. These are our whole thing is like fostering really open and raw conversations.
You know what? You're right. I had a guy from Minneapolis in the shop the other day, and he was telling me how much he loved listening to the podcast. Now, full disclosure, I had ridden with him. He was renting a bike for me. I had ridden with him probably 6-7 months ago. And, he was like, hey, how's it going with the podcast? Oh, my God,
really?
I love it. He's like, I just love the relationship that the two of you have.
That's
I was
so
like,
sweet.
that's really sweet. Really sweet. Really nice.
So we both did something today. We record on Wednesdays. As if you're a returning viewer and listener, Wednesdays is ride day for Dad. I too went on a bike ride today in Central Park.
I saw it on Strava. Very
Shout out
impressive.
Strava. Sponsor us, Strava. Thanks for sponsoring us. But yeah, I
don't want Strava. I don't want Strava as a sponsor.
Why not?
Because I don't like Strava anymore.
Oh,
I use Ride
that's
with
T.
GPS.
That's T. Tell me why you don't like Strava anymore.
Strava changed their mapping system.
Ooh.
And now, like, I can't build routes because I like to build routes, but it doesn't give you the
interesting.
names of the streets. And it's like, I mean, I know generally where I'm going, but sometimes I need names of streets. And I emailed them, and they said they're working on an update, but I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it at all. So I find it to be quite frustrating. I just use it to upload my rides and compete with everybody else.
What's the app or website, whatever, that you use to do those really cool, almost like animated ride recaps that you always send me?
That's called Relive.
Relive.
And you just upload it. That's
So
kind of
what do you
cool.
have to do? You have to
Well, I
upload.
don't. Well, there is something on the Strava app that does that. So you can see your bike ride, your laps in Central Park on the Strava app. I can show you off air how to do that. Um, but yeah, I don't think Strava connects to Relive, or maybe it's Garmin that doesn't connect to it.
So
If what's one of those.
so how does Relive work?
So basically, you take your ride from. Well, I have to take my ride from Wahoo app,
Hmm.
and then I upload it to this Relive, and then it shows you. It goes through the whole ride, and it takes about. I mean, if the ride's 90 miles, it's going to take you 2 minutes to get through this thing. If it's 50 miles like me, it's going to take you a minute, and it kind of just shows you all the neighborhoods you're going in and where you
So
made a
cool.
right, where you. It's all GPS, and it's pretty cool to look at. And it's funny sometimes I look at it, I'm like, where the fuck is that? I have
Right.
no idea where I was today.
Right.
I knew where I was. I found two fun things today on my bike ride. One, in Old Topanga Canyon, there are a couple of signs that say, "Please drive slowly. There are bear cubs."
Oh, really?
Yes, which is kind of fucking terrifying because where there are bear cubs, there's a mama
Oh,
someplace.
yeah.
So I don't know why they're not saying that, but it's a picture of a mother and her two bear cubs. And then just on a different exciting note, I found a new road in Old Topanga Canyon today. So that's really fun for me.
What was the road called?
Topanga Skyline. Never did
Topanga
it before,
Skyline.
but I saw someone on Strava who did it last week. So I reached out. I'm like, what road is that? And he told me exactly where it was. And yeah, so I'm super excited about it. I was excited. I got really high up. It was kind of cool.
That's awesome. So
And a
so
lot of homes up in this area. And I'm like, wow, it was pretty wild.
that's awesome. So you
Yeah.
don't particularly like Strava anymore, but I know that Strava, for those of our viewers that don't know, it's sort of like social media for people who work out. You can
We're
upload
correct.
upload bike rides, climbs, runs, hikes,
Skiing. Yeah.
skiing.
Yeah.
So you have to follow people on this app.
Kayaking. Yeah. 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 You follow.
So you have to follow people on this app, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a
Okay,
whole
so
community.
so do you have any like really cool followers?
Do I have any cool followers? I mean, I have an ex pro cyclist named Phil Guyman who lives here in town, and he follows me. He never gives me a kudos. A kudos is a thumbs up. It's kind of like a like or a heart on
Right.
Instagram. He never does that, and that's okay. I can tell you, I follow Ken Griffey Jr. I think
That's
that's kind of
cool.
cool. And I follow Sandy Alomar Jr.
That's cool.
and a baseball player. And who does like my rides, but who has disappeared lately is Barry Bonds. He's
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
disappeared
whoa.
from Strava.
The Barry Bonds.
Yeah, the Barry Bonds, and he generally likes my rides because I'm friendly with him when he comes to town. But yeah, that's kind of weird that he's disappeared. Now that we're talking about it, I realize he lives up in San Francisco. Does Sausalito a lot, and Paradise Loop a lot, and Mill Valley, and yeah, he's disappeared. But yeah,
Sorry,
depends on
10-time plus Major League Baseball All-Star home run
King.
leader, all-time
Yeah.
leader,
Yeah,
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds. Yeah,
Follows you, my dad, on
yeah,
Strava.
yeah,
That's pretty cool. That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
We're cyclists. Yeah, he used to shop in the store a lot.
This episode is sponsored by Helen Cycles, taking good care of people and their bikes since 1936. Serving Southern California with locations in Santa Monica and Manhattan Beach, with brands like Trek, Santa Cruz, Pinarello, and Colnago. We'll see you on the bike.
So that, like, being that you're in retail, you're at Helen's, and it's a very front-facing job. Like, you talk about Barry Bonds, who
Yeah.
is an all-star legend. Barry Bonds comes into the store, has been in the store, whatever.
Yeah.
Can't be the only cool guy who walks into that store. Who else is coming into Helen's over the years?
You know what? We get them all. Obviously, my favorite is Harrison Ford because he's just cool when he walks in.
So
Customers bother him. He's totally willing to talk to them. He play nice with them. Dennis Quaid comes in. He's
Really?
great. Yeah, he's great. He's a really good guy. Yeah, I've seen Stallone in there, Sylvester
Really?
Stallone. Yeah, he's been there. Not super friendly. Arnold Schwarzenegger comes in.
Wow.
Last week we had Blake Griffin, and
Blake Griffin.
yeah, and I've seen him before.
Yeah, I remember back in the day.
I remember years ago, I stopped the paparazzi from coming into the driveway because Jessica Alba was getting in her car.
Oh
And
wow.
I was helping Jessica and her husband and her kids. So, like, like I kind of helped them out a little bit. And, there's so many more. It's crazy. It's like, oh boy. Obi-Wan Kenobi, young Obi-Wan. What's his name?
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor comes in.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
really
There's
cool.
there's a lot of them. I can't keep track. There's so many of them, to tell you the truth. Tom Hanks has been in the store.
This is crazy.
I could probably compile a huge list with my boss and just, I could get back to you on that one, but
Love
I
it.
won't do that.
Love it. Yeah, don't. Wait, so sorry, you said huge?
Huge. Yeah,
Huge with like a
Yeah.
U?
I guess that's my New York accent. Yeah.
So
I know
why
it's
is that?
huge.
But why is that? Because you're not the only New Yorker, obviously, to pronounce your H's that way.
I don't know. I mean, this is what we do on Long Island. We say mother, not
Mother.
mother,
Yeah.
I mean, we just speak differently.
Father.
Father. Yeah, I don't think I speak like that, but clearly I still do. And my daughter loves to make fun of me when I say huge. She's like,
Huge.
Dad, there's an H in there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you, girl. So
Thank you, girl. That's funny.
So speaking of celebrities, not really celebrities, but wow, you've been pushing me for almost a month now to watch Sinners
Oh
with
boy.
Michael B. Jordan. Wow, just wow! What an original take on a certain genre of movie, which I tried to explain to my friend the other day, but I didn't want to give it away on the bike ride. I'm
Right?
like, just trust me. It's a new take. Sinners. It's on HBO Max, whatever we want to call it these days. And it's great storytelling. It takes place in 1933. During I don't want to say what
I think it does take
in Alabama.
Yeah.
You know,
In the deep south.
Yeah, in the deep South, you can use your imagination as to what's going on in the deep South in 1933. And like I said, it's just a new take on a certain genre. And wow, was I blown away. So thank you. Because it's funny, you kept pushing me to go to the movies, and I don't love going to the movies anymore. But then you text me like a week ago, you're like, it's on HBO Max Saturday night. It premieres. And I was like, okay, I'm in. So,
right. Yeah. But you could also see, and I want to get into a great conversation about this. You could also see though why I was pushing you to go see it in the theater, because it's just like such a big feel of a movie. It feels big. Like the music is so gripping, and it's just like,
no, I get that. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Superman in the theater.
I got my tickets. I got my tickets.
I mean, I was helping a guy yesterday at Lionsgate, and I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but like I told him Lionsgate, right? He just crunches numbers, not like a producer or anything.
Sure.
I'm like, the studios and the makers of TVs, they need to get together, and they got to stop selling 100-inch televisions for $500 because you're creating a theater in my house. And why would I ever want to leave the theater in my house to go sit, with sneakers on a sticky bottom, pay $20 for a ticket, and then whatever, there's so much more involved, obviously. And when you got kids who were younger, babysitter, parking, all that shit. Anyway,
right.
But so we were kind of laughing about it, and because it's true. I mean, I'd rather sit barefoot in my own living room and watch movies. And it's only a month later that it comes out, right?
Yeah, I mean,
5 weeks.
I'm just gonna, and maybe it's because I'm younger, but I'm gonna disagree in the sense that like I think going to the movies, every time I leave, whether I enjoy the movie or not, I'm just glad I went. Like it's such a nice outing.
It's nice to get out of the house.
Yeah, but it's just such a nice evening. It's like it's also so much easier to lock in because out of respect for the other people, you're gonna turn off your phone. You're gonna be quiet, and you're going to lock in for like 2 hours.
And
And when are you able to do that?
And that's what I said to this executive. I said, when I feel like now when we go to the movies, we get anxiety because we can't check our phones. Because I would never check my phone in a movie theater, But like, what do you do if you go to the bathroom? Well, you're going to check your phone, right? God forbid we don't check our fucking phones for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Can't do it. Or in a Marvel movie, 3 hours. But it's it's kind of weird. So I think sometimes staying at home and watching a movie just feels safer because you're more in touch with the world. I don't know. It's a stupid thing to say. It's a stupid thing to feel.
I would recommend you. You know what? I think I know what I'm gonna get you for your birthday this year. I think
headphones. Yeah.
What? No, I think I'm gonna get you 1 month to AMC Stubs, because it's like a 1 month flat fee, and for the whole month you get 3 free movies a week. So
I'm never gonna go.
No, but the idea is that I'm hoping it would encourage you to go, because even if you go twice, you're getting your money's
pays for itself.
Right. So it's like, and you don't have to bring snacks. You don't have to buy snacks. You probably don't even have to pay for parking anymore. Depending, like the AMC by you, you don't pay for parking there. It's literally just you driving there, you scanning your membership, and there's so many good movies coming out. We got Superman, Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Materialist just came out, which I told you, I don't know if you or mom would particularly like the subject matter, but I was really moved by it. I'm missing about Eddington. You telling me you don't want to go to the theater to see Eddington?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Except I haven't been to the theater in almost a year now.
Right? And it
when
probably,
we went
it'd probably like spook you. You'd be like,
yeah,
I can't talk to this person. What?
Yeah, and when am I going to go to a movie? I mean, all my cycling friends will understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to a movie at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night because I'm not going to get up in the morning for my bike ride.
That's fair.
And like today, it was 102 degrees in the valley, and I was up at 6:30. I had to get out of the house. I mean, I can't noodle around until 9 a.m. because in 2 hours it's going to be really hot. So I can't go on a school night, so to speak, and then, days after my bike rides, I'll admit I'm tired. This 56-year-old body's wearing down a little bit.
All right. Not a lot of it though, which is what matters. So you really like Sinners. That makes me really happy.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan and the director of Black Panther, Ryan Coogler, right?
Yeah. Ryan Coogler.
Yeah,
and he did Creed. Yeah. And I just thought it was so great because, and this kind of wraps up a kind of a 3-episode long conversation, which is like, that to me is just one of the most, and you texted it to me. You were like, wow, refreshing. Yeah. It was so original. It mixed like 7 different genres into one genre, and I don't know what you would name that genre, but he kind of created a genre there. It was almost like historical horror fiction.
Okay. I
know what I mean?
Gonna say what? Yeah. Okay.
Well, if you haven't seen it by now, go back and watch it. Come on, you gotta lock in and start. It was so good. It was so good, and you know what? I really hope that even though I believe it's either a Warner Brothers or Universal movie, my hope is that Ryan Coogler is somehow, some way able to retain some of the rights to the movie and they don't touch it, because like that's not a movie I want to, like, I don't need to see a sequel to that. It was perfect the way it was done. It was executed so well. It got like a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is just like crazy.
So I'm sorry. So speaking of sequels, did you see like in social media, which I did ask him about, that either Glenn Powell or Chris Evans is up for a reboot of Indiana Jones?
I did see that, and
I said to Harrison on the phone the other day, I'm like, I thought the character was dying with you.
What do you say?
He's like, I'm not in charge.
Oh boy, someone's going on. I wouldn't want to see Glenn Powell. I would want to see Chris Evans. I think I'd
like to see Glenn Powell. I love Glenn Powell. But for people who don't know who Glenn Powell is, he got his ass kicked by Bane. He did get his ass kicked by Bane. He was just in the latest Tom Cruise movie, Maverick, and a bunch of other things lately.
He's all over the place.
So give him like 2 more good movie roles, and he's gonna be a fucking superstar.
Oh, no doubt. And
He's
that might
and
be the
he's
one. That
and
might be
he's
the one.
and he's handsome, man. He's really handsome. I
You
gotta
got
tell you,
you got a guy crush?
I got a guy crush on yeah.
Wait,
Clint Powell.
ask me who my guy crush is.
Who's your guy crush, Max?
Justin Timberlake.
I thought you were gonna
That
say
dude.
Justin Bieber.
No,
Really?
no.
Why Justin Timberlake?
He's just so cool. His music is so cool. Like Rock Your Body. Oh my god. Boom, 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 boom. What was the song that we both really liked by Justin Timberlake? He used to play it all the time in the
Suit and
Honda
Tie.
Element. No,
Suit
in the
and
Honda
Tie.
Element.
Oh, I don't know. Honda
Tim-
Element. I think that was like in sync days, Max.
no, it was
It
Justin
was?
Timberlake and Timbaland.
Oh, oh yeah. I know
Carry
what you're
out,
talking about.
carry out.
Carry out. Yeah, that was a good song.
Oh my baby,
I still
don't you carry out. So good.
I still
Suit and
listen to
tie
that
is
by
great
Chris.
too. Suit
Yeah.
and tie is great.
You're so
See,
funny.
he's a hit maker. Mirrors,
I
just
mean,
like
listen,
you're
it's
my
great.
mirror.
It's great. And you know what?
Um,
He gave Mark Zuckerberg the greatest advice ever. Drop the.
Just Facebook. It's clean. So did you see man, it's just like another day in paradise with our president. He is just a constant meme generator. Do you see today he said to I believe it was either the president or the prime minister of Liberia, he complimented him on his
On his
English,
English?
even though
Yeah.
the native
Yeah.
language of
Is
Liberia
English.
is English.
Yeah.
What the hell is that all about?
You know, I listened to a podcast today, and all the hosts kept on saying, and he's well known, that this is the stupidest president ever. Yeah.
You're just figuring that out now?
I will say that, I remember during election season, we would get into it a little bit about my thoughts about, Trump, and I was kind of leaning towards some of the things that he was talking about, and you were like, no, never, and I get it. And, someone asked me the other day, someone sent me a July 4th GIF, and I said, what's there to celebrate?
Yeah.
And he wrote, "Oh, did you switch sides again?" That's what he says.
Oh,
today.
jeez.
Call out to Charles. He's the best.
What are you, Anakin Skywalker?
So I said no. I said, you know what? I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because
Right.
I had some hope for 4 years, and I said, the guy can go fuck himself now. And so he came to the store the other day, and we had this whole conversation about stuff that he's doing, and and it's okay. This guy's a doctor and he wants to save his money. I understand that. And then
Sure.
he sends me this thing today while I'm on my ride. And it's a quote from Clint Eastwood,
Mhm.
who I've never met. And it lists all these things that, that the 94-year-old director and actor loves about President Trump, So,
Wait, Clint Eastwood's a Trump guy?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And so I responded back to him, and I said to him something like, your idiot friend who sent this to you, I said, maybe he wants to pick my strawberries for me. I said, it's okay that he listens to Clint Eastwood, but when the so-called left Democrats listen to George Clooney and, whoever they have on their side. Oh, well, those people live in a bubble. What do they know? I mean, and then he responds to me with, I don't know if Clint Eastwood said it or not. I'm like, well, yeah, that's your point, guys. You're just fucking bunch of assholes, and,
Whoa.
and
Whoa.
I gotta tell you, I love this guy. I really do. We have great talks, but, kind of, there's just so much stuff out there. Like this thing that he said about Liberia. It's like, MAGAs, they'll deny that he said that. I'm like, but it's there. It's on video. This whole thing with the Epstein List, Max.
I know.
Like how there is no Epstein List, right? That's what they're saying. But 6 months ago or 5 months ago, Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, they were going to say that, we were going to produce the list, and we have the list, and we're going to put it out there for everyone to see. And you know what? Well, we know he's on the list, right?
Better believe it.
And then, his Epstein's girl, who went out and got all these girls, Maxine, I forget her name, Maxine something. She's sitting in a prison right now. So clearly she's sitting in a prison for no reason, because there is no list. I mean, just the hypocrisy of all this nonsense.
All right.
And wait,
Let's
wait,
reel
no.
it
I have
back in.
one more thing to say. Okay.
Sure.
Somebody said you can tell that Trump is scared of the list because Elon Musk said that there's a list, and then Trump denied that there was a list.
Oh.
And there's no lawsuit coming from Trump because anything that anybody says about Trump, he sues them. And guess what? He ain't going to win against Musk.
Well,
so yeah,
he might sue
that's
me
my rant.
after
That's
this
my rant.
Yeah. He might sue me after this observation I made because I actually passed Trump Tower for the first time since like moving here.
Yeah.
And they have like the whole block is like police sanctioned off.
Yeah. Well, it should be.
Oh,
It should be.
Interesting. Okay.
Listen, I think it should be. He, whether we want to believe it or not, he is the. I can't believe I'm saying this. He is the leader of the. He is the leader of the free world. Trump Tower should be protected. You never know. You know what I think is super interesting though is that FIFA, the governing. They govern soccer. European football. They govern FIFA. FIFA. I don't know. FIFA.
That's so funny.
FIFA. Well, I say what is it?
That is gonna
football
that's gonna
international.
Go viral.
Okay, whatever. FIFA. Okay, so FIFA just rented office space in Trump Tower.
Interesting.
So I think that now that they did that, now all the people who are going to want to go, because so the ICE doesn't go to those stadiums and start picking up everybody, wherever soccer games are being played. I don't know. That's just my conspiracy theory thought.
Yeah.
See?
That's
but do you see how corrupt it is? Do you see how corrupt it is?
Yeah. That was a very corrupt.
Let us rep. No. That's not correct. Let us rent space from you, give you money so that you can get ICE away from our soccer tournament, right?
Sure.
It's basically a bribe, I think.
Yeah, but
maybe that goes viral.
FIFA, I don't know. But, okay, anyway, so speaking of heading around Trump Tower, I was actually heading towards 30 Rock and also first time down at 30 Rock since moving here. Ended up going to the public library, which was amazing. But I walked by Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza and they had just finished the show and there's this video going around of Andy Cohen on yesterday's show.
Okay.
And I think he took it down from his social media, even though the video still exists. He was just a guest. I think he was promoting BravoCon, which is coming to Las Vegas at the end of the year. But he looked terrible. Andy Cohen's a great looking, I personally think, and I think many other people would say the same thing, great looking guy, always looks to be in such great spirit, and you always see him having fun no matter what he's doing. He could be talking news, he could be talking housewives, he could be with Anderson Cooper on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But he always looks good. He looked like he had just rolled out of bed, threw on a shirt, didn't have time to shower, so he just slicked it back with grease or gel. I mean, he looked terrible for a guy who clearly cares about the way he looks. It was so bizarre, but it's making the rounds.
He was on the
social
show
media.
like that?
He was on. That's what I'm
he was
saying.
Just in the neighborhood.
No, he was on the show like that. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they put makeup on him in the in the studio, and then before he left, they took the makeup off, and he walks out. He's just a normal human being.
No, what I'm saying is he looked like he had just rolled out of bed for this interview. I'm saying it's making the rounds on social media. It's something to look out for.
Send it to me.
It was just weird. He looked terrible. I'm like, Andy Cohen, is that you?
Send it to me. More brain rot.
More brain rot for your
I really care
pleasure.
What Andy Cohen looks like, Yeah.
You know what? There's some things people like to care about, why do people care? Why do people care about the cost of, a $9 latte versus a $3 latte? Why do people buy Louis Vuitton bags? Why do people go visit countries where they don't know this or that about it?
Well, no. I mean,
why does anyone do anything? Whoa.
Why? Most importantly, why are we concerned with how celebrities look? Who cares?
Right.
I'm just
That's
wondering.
the thing.
I just
It's
don't care.
crazy.
You know,
It's
like
crazy.
sometimes they can look like shit. Who cares? They're just normal people. You know,
So
like I was just mentioning Schwarzenegger. It's like, you see Schwarzenegger in interviews, and like he's so nice. He's such a nice guy. And I'm like, I went up to him, like, hey, I saw your documentary. It was so great. He's like, thanks. Like, they're just different.
mm,
They can just be different people altogether.
I think people
Whatever.
need to remember that they're still people. They're
Yeah,
still
people
people.
need to be, and also I think sometimes the celebrities need to
Need to
remember that
remember.
they're there because of me,
Exactly.
and my, group of people who loved you in Commando or whatever else, Predator.
We are on the road to wrapping this up for this week, but I think something that we just like haven't talked about in a long time, like even off air, a month, couple, feels like a couple
Month?
months. No, it feels
Yeah.
like a couple months. Is wrestling, like John Cena's farewell tour.
Yeah.
It's been he's been great, but he had the match against CM Punk and then he kind of
Mhm.
disappeared. It's been like 3 weeks since that,
Mhm.
maybe two. Feels like it's been a while, but like I haven't really been watching much AEW. I keep up to date on Instagram, but what do we think is going on? Maybe other things are getting in the way.
Well, listen, life always gets in the way, and I think wrestling in general, from what I've seen since 1981, is like wrestling is like comes in waves, and sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not good.
Mm.
And I'm not saying it's not good because I haven't tuned in much lately. But yeah, I mean, I watched the Goldberg and Gunther thing the other
Oh,
night.
did you? I saw
Yeah,
that
and it's
online.
like,
That looked really funny.
Goldberg came out and, he was like ready to fight Gunther. And yeah, it was fun to watch. And, Goldberg is like, he's such a presence, even though he's not a great
He's not,
wrestler.
yeah, and he's not like loved anymore. At
Well, I
least
mean,
I don't
but
think.
when he comes
Got a
out,
pop.
the pop is huge, and yeah,
Huge.
he's just huge. There's that word again, and he's yeah, he's a one man show. He's got two moves and that's it. But
But I
it was kind of fun to watch.
but I think Gunther would like destroy him. Like I
Yeah, I
actually
don't
do.
know.
I think
Yeah,
Gunther
I
would
mean,
crush him.
I think Gunther's what? How old is Gunther? And Goldberg's almost 60. So it's
Oh, he's
probably possible.
almost 60.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
like 58 years old.
you want me to age you pretty quickly?
Sure, go ahead.
His comeback match against
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. Remember when he came back and we were like, "Oh my goodness, like
Yeah.
he's gonna fight Brock? Like
Yeah.
what? This is crazy." It was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
Max, I gotta tell you, in
It was 10 years ago.
Max, 1983, I saw the farewell tour for The Who. I saw them at Shea Stadium,
Wow.
and they performed Under the H. Like there was a big Who sign, and they performed Under the H, and the Clash opened up for them.
The Clash.
It's like 1982, 1983 maybe, and it was an amazing show. But it was their farewell tour, and he's still performing at 81. I mean, it doesn't, these farewell tours, they don't mean anything.
That's true.
Yeah, they just keep going. And, I know John Cena's been talking a lot about how he's never coming back to wrestling.
Seems like it.
If TKO gives him, $4 million for a night in Saudi Arabia, Soba, I'm sure he'll take it,
Oh,
that's my thought.
I guess, yeah, CM Punk has said it too. The Saudi money runs differently.
Yeah,
They got
does.
big deals with WWE. I think they're going to be there another 3 times next year.
Whatever.
It's crazy. And you sent me something today that was like WWE looking to move headquarters possibly to Vegas. Like,
yep.
But I think that's going to be more of a TKO thing. Unless they're at some point they're really just going to say, even though technically TKO is just one company now, like I think WWE will soon just become a brand for TKO.
I'm sorry. And before we wrap this up, and speaking of TKO, and they own UFC.
Right.
I mean, okay, so putting all of Trump's nonsense aside,
Don't even say it.
He announces that UFC is going to have a fight at the White House. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
I think, but why? Like, why?
I mean, why? Because whatever, he'll make money. Trump will make money from it. Like, but it's just, I think it's got whatever. I think it's kind of cool.
It's not
I mean,
cool. It's just
if
like
any other president had said, "Hey, we're going to do a performance here," other than the turkey performance, for Thanksgiving, like, yeah, everyone would freak out over it. But you know what?
it's
Who
just
cares?
it's
I
not the
don't care about
place.
that stuff.
It's not the place.
It's not, but it's kind of cool. That's what he wants to do.
If that's
Typical.
how he wants to spend
Typical.
our taxpayer dollars.
Yes, that's exactly what will happen. Our taxpayer dollars. And that's
Exactly.
more important than, SNAP and Medicare and Social Security, and the list goes on.
God, you love your politics. This is hilarious.
You do.
All right. I love you, Dad.
I love you
40
too.
episodes. Here's to thousands more. We're just getting started.
Hopefully, clink.
We're just getting started. We're just getting started.
Clink.
Clink. And we're gonna do great things. So tell the people I love you too.
Don't forget to subscribe and check us out on YouTube if you have a moment, and certainly look out for our shorts on Instagram and where else. That's it.
Well, you gotta go to Spotify, watch us there.
Oh, yeah.
Apple. Can't just say
Yep.
YouTube, Dad. We got Apple,
Okay.
Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok in the future, hopefully. I don't know why we haven't done it yet. We'll do it. But I love you, Dad.
Love you too, Max.